Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. Merry Christmas or holidays or whatever if you whatever you celebrate. Uh, I mean, I don't really care. To me, like Christmas has become more. I don't know. I guess the older I become, the more I'm like, oh, it's become more commercial and blah blah blah. I do kind of miss, well, I'll say Black Friday, but that happens in October or whatever. I don't know why I'm thinking of Black Friday. I guess because I'll usually buy shit for Black Friday into Christmas. They don't really have sales right now. When is Black Friday? Thanksgiving, November. I'll do these months. Nights are long, but the years are short when you're alive. Um, can't really think of any real Christmas stories. I was trying to think of what, like, I've always, as a kid, I remember my mom would always give us like the Toys R Us or the Sears catalog and tell us, like, oh, circle what you want for Christmas, circle what you want. And, we would just circle it. And I don't think she'd ever get it for us, even though we're pretty well off. Uh, like we didn't have, I don't know. I never felt like we were poor, you know? I mean, there was a certain point, of course, when like my mom like lost her job and my dad or my mom divorced my dad and then my mom like lost her job because she ran for like school board and then politics and she was having an affair with the mailman and the mailman couldn't be with her because he had a lot of money and didn't want to divorce his wife and lose half of it. I don't know, it was a long like it was very odd. I remember the mailman too that she was having an affair with was like this big old white dude. Like he's like over 6 feet tall. He's probably like 6'5" or something. Real big dude. Like he's fat, but he didn't seem that fat because of how tall he was. And yeah, you start like noticing it after the fact, like when he would start delivering our mail. He would like, oh yeah, he would start like talking to you, like, how you doing? Like start trying to take an interest in me and my brother as individuals instead of just delivering our mail. But um, yeah, I remember just thinking like, okay, whatever. But I've always wanted like for Christmas. It's something I need to like look back on and buy now as an adult. It's a Tyco Rebound. I remember always wanting one. Never getting one. I got the Tyco Rebound motorcycle, which if you look that up isn't as cool as the Tyco Rebound. But I mean it was like whatever. I always wanted the Tyco Rebound when you can hold like both of the things on the top and it would spin like woo, 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 that's cool. That's fucking cool. um I'm trying to think of what else I wanted for Christmas. I don't know. Pretty, like I said, I pretty much as a kid was spoiled. Like I wouldn't get everything, but I never not had things, like I had the 64. I had the GameCube. I had all the game systems, like except I never had the Dreamcast, and I don't know why. I just never bought it, or yeah, I never was into it. Never got the Dreamcast. I had an original Xbox. Like my brother had one, but I never liked it. I never liked the original Xbox because of the remote control, like how it was the Duke or whatever you want to call it, how big it was and how I don't know, it was just complicated because there weren't even buttons on there. They were like colored jewels, like the white and the black buttons that ended up being like the bumpers later on. And yeah, I just never liked the original Xbox. It just it never clicked with me. Yeah, but we had the original Xbox. I loved my GameCube, my 64, my PlayStation. The PS2 was great whenever it did come out. I remember my brother waiting in line when the Wii came out for Christmas. That was around Christmas time when the Wii came out, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I remember we waited in line for that. And he was one of the first people to get a Wii during the Wii fucking craze or whatever. And we tried that out. And that was, it was cool when you first, like, when you're at launch for the Wii. I don't think I've been at launch for any other system other than the Wii. Because, yeah, we were in line for that. I remember at Walmart, they were giving us tickets. Like, oh, wait in line, and then once you have your ticket, you can kind of go wherever. You don't have to fucking wait in line like a psycho out in the fucking cold, and then you come back get it. And he was able to get not even like that the good launch games, just Red Steel, and then maybe whatever Mario game came out. Man, I can't remember what game, or a Zelda game. I'm trying to remember what was at launch at the Wii. But and then like Wii Sports, obviously. Like Wii Sports was like a big deal where we would like once we had the Wii, every time Taco Bell, whenever we'd fucking get out of work, we'd invite everyone to my house, and or where we were staying, and fucking just play Wii boxing and Wii baseball and all that shit. That was fucking fun with the Wii. WarioWare was fucking great with the Wii. That was a fun fucking game. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't have very many Christmas memories. That's all I'm trying to think of, these Christmas memories, because I don't know. Christmas to me is just like, I like the idea of it, but people always confuse or try to, what is it like? Oh, it's more about Jesus than about fucking, the holidays, or I don't know. Like people try to, like, oh, you can't say Christmas without putting Christ in it, and it's always about Jesus first, and da da da. And it's like, dude, just Christmas is like what, the season of giving, and you know, helping one another, or caring for one another, being with your family, whatever you fuck you want it to be, right? Like, just, I don't know, like, whatever makes you a better person, whatever you want to believe it for Christmas, because I don't know, it's good to have some sort of motivation uh to be a good person, you know, without feeling the need that you need to be rewarded for it or whatever. A couple other things about Christmas. That one song, by, I know it's not by Michael Jackson, but whenever he sings it, he sings a version of it, the Jackson 5, but it's just like, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night, and uh, every time I hear it, I have to like tell people around me. I'm like, "Do you hear this song?" Like, he's like, I did see mommy kissing Santa, and I'm telling dad." And everyone's like, "Oh, it's cute, whatever." But it's like, dude, the kid like wants to snitch on his mom that she's having an affair with another man to his father. Like logistically, that's fucked up. Like, you're trying to ruin your parents' marriage. like like you see your mom kissing another dude, and immediately you're like, I gotta tell my dad. And that just shows you like whose side of the family you're on, because there's always like oh, you love your mom more, you love your dad more. Just kind of like parents loving their children more. Like I always say that, like you can't equally love your children. You have to either love, like if you have more than one child, you're gonna have a favorite. It's the same with like parents. Like you're gonna have a favorite parent. And it just shows you there that you uh care about your mother more, by saying like, okay, or no, I'm sorry, you care about your father more because you're already gonna tell him that your mom's a whore and that you saw her kissing Santa Claus. And also, I remember always seeing a Christmas Story how they show it, every year, 24 hours a day or whatever. And I thought, like, I didn't know it was a movie. I thought it was a TV show when I would watch it, and it would just repeat, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this some Groundhog Day bullshit? Like, it just repeats over and over again. But it's good. Like, it's funny about A Christmas Story is at first, like, you don't like it, but the more you watch it, it grows on you. Especially as a kid, where you're like it's an adult telling stories is kind of boring, but I've grown to like it, even though I don't watch it anymore because I feel like I'm burnt out from it. But it's very quotable. I haven't seen the new Christmas Story where it's like another Christmas story or whatever, but I'm sure it's okay. But yeah, uh, Christmas Story's good. Uh, that Michael Jackson song is and then I don't know. I had one other thing about Christmas. Oh, they should make new Christmas music. I'll end with that. Like they have the same every time when I would work during Christmas or the holidays, they'd play the same 15, 20 songs of Christmas music over and over again. And when you work in an 8-hour job, you hear those shits over and over and over again. They need to make more Christmas music. That's where I'm going to end this. Make new original Christmas music. Don't play the same shit and rely on Mariah Carey every fucking year to sing that same fucking song. Even though, like, I'm sure she's making bank from it and I'm proud of her, but make new Christmas music. That's that's what the takeaway from this. Whoever's listening, you fucking higher ups or whatever, or the CIA or the FBI or the globalists, make new Christmas music. Okay, we're tired of all the old ones. But yeah, I want to thank you for listening to That's All Funny. You can find it anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. Check out. Actually, today there's gonna be a good episode of That's All Kayfabe with my buddy Gabe, where we talk about wrestling. It's not a Christmas episode; it's just a regular episode. And check out the Patreon if you want to see stuff early, hear stuff early, or see some bonus content. Patreon.com/LorenzoRiola. And check out the website, retrohorrorinc.com, for That's All Funny merchandise, as well as you can commission some great art from a great artist at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. But yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate, whatever, Hala, 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 or I don't know. I don't know the other shit. What is it? The Hindu. I'm not even joking around with that. Take care and bye.
Here you go.